So guys, look. So we circulated a video, right? Or at least a post. And on this post, it actually had a girl of a selfie picture that she took. So she took the selfie picture, and that post was her kind of slightly turned to the back, where you can see her butt, her backside, her butt. And then her boyfriend texted her and said, "I see you still posting pictures." And in that, she comes back. Her response was, "WTF? What the you talking about?" He said, "Based on you, who said something about some hair? Did Casey say something about some hair? I must have missed that because I ain't seen comment about any hair."
I said,
He said, "Well,
bad
this
hair
is
day, y'all.
smelling." I saw that. All right, but let's go. Let's keep moving. And then so the boyfriend, says, you about her posting the pictures and that she's in a relationship. And her comment was, "These are the same pictures I were posting before you." So she didn't see what's wrong with the pictures being still posted. So I wanted to talk about your thoughts, and especially from a male perspective. So, Kay, thank you for coming on.
Oh,
Bring it down, Kay, because we still can't see you.
I got a bad hair day, y'all.
There you go. And so, especially from a man perspective, so guys, y'all tag and share and bring some guys on here, and go ahead and share this post to your actual page as well. So, what are your thoughts on that? I read some of the comments, right? And in some of the comments, it distinctively said that if y'all get an invite from me, just disregard. I'm just trying to tag and share, bring people in the room, and on the topic. So what do you guys thoughts on that? Do you think that you get the opportunity to still post the same way you were posting before you got in the relationship? Because she said he was being insecure. And some of the people in the comments were saying he was being insecure too, while others were saying that, you know, if she's in a relationship, she shouldn't have posted the pics. So what do y'all think? Do you think you still continue to move the same way as when the person met you, or you do something different? Talk to me in that space, and make sure you guys are tagging and sharing.
Well,
Now, let me
it's it,
let
it,
me
it
go ahead, Kay.
it's the respect thing though, but everybody grown, you know what I mean? It's the respect thing. If he love her and he care for her and he trusts her, hey, you know what it is. I don't, everybody got different motive of their relationships. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how their relationship based on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Go ahead.
I don't know how their relationship are. And like somebody just said, Donnell Otis just said that's how he met her. You know what I mean? Now you met her like that. So now don't mad when she still be posting like that. And then it's up to her if she want to change her life or change her perspective of ways to respect her man. It's up to her, and it's up to him if he want to deal with it or deal without it. Y'all heard me? Hello.
So, Kay, I'm gonna cut because it's kind of hard for me to hear you a little, and I apologize. So you're saying that he has to decide if if he wants to still deal with it, but are you saying that it's okay for her to still post the pics?
I just can't say that because I don't know their relationship. I don't know their status of it, you know.
I see Darren said this is control. Mahogany says respect your queen and kings. Um, Darnell said that's how they met him, right?
Right.
And Shadana said interesting topic. So guys, I want to hear from the ladies and the men,
Yeah.
men and women. But see, here's my thoughts on that. I want to add to your point, Casey, about one, I wonder if they met on social media, because if they did meet on social media, he may or may not have known how she was wilding on social media already. Now, if he met her on social media, then you probably seen these pics already of other pictures that she had already posted on social media. And so if that attracted you to her, then I could see how one would say, if you were attracted to her by those pictures before, what's the deal with it now? But for me, I think we should all do things differently when we're in a relationship. What those things are may not be applicable to our relationships. But I do think once you're in a relationship, you should be trying to move a little differently. Because when we look at this picture of her posted to the back, and y'all take a look at it, my thing is, who are you turned around for? Who are you showing your butt for? Because to me, it is like a thirst trap, like you're trying to bring attention to someone. Well, here's what she said. She said she was just trying to show her shape.
Can
But if you're in a
y'all see me?
relationship, who are you trying to show your shape to?
Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me?
Go ahead, Kay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, they say they can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, it's a level of respect, but you know, that's just like if a man show his chest on there. You know, hey, you gonna show your chest at the swimming pool. You gonna show your chest at the beach.
Right. So if the man is on, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Are you saying it's right or wrong for him to show his chest at the beach? Can you hear me, Kay?
Huh?
I said, do you think it's right or wrong for him to show his chest at the beach?
No, that ain't wrong. Cause you ain't gonna want to swim in no shirt.
That's right. So Beb says, I think it's petty. Darnell says, disrespect y'all speak of still sound like control to me, but maybe it's me. No. And I want to hear from you, because some of the comments, if you go to the post, the original post, it did say that some people were saying, he's insecure. Some people are saying that it's controlling, but I didn't take it to be controlling. So we respect that opinion, because there are difference of opinions. I think people have to be respectful to their partner. Here's
Yeah,
my thing.
you
What
right.
I think what I want to say is, if it's controlling, if it's insecure, whatever it or not, I think the easiest way to how to fix this was just to not post. he's now saying this is an issue. So if it's an issue, the easiest way to fix it is just don't post those type of pictures. So in my opinion, it made it seem like to me she wasn't all in with the relationship anyways. Because if it's really something that doesn't, this is just me, this Amanda, and I'm not saying my way right or wrong. I'm saying if your partner asks you about something that bothers them and it does not take away from who you are and give you the feeling of I'm losing a piece of me, I'm no longer me, then I don't see a reason to change or not do it. It was just a simple him saying, hey, I don't really like the pictures you're posting. And she could have said, okay, so what's wrong with the pictures, so she can get a clear understanding. Once she got the clear understanding, she could have easily said, okay, I won't post the pictures anymore. But she came out the gate saying, what the F you mean? So it's like she was already gunning for an argument when truly, if she was all in for me, she could have just stopped posting the pictures and said, okay, hey, I get it. He ain't asking her not to post on social media. He's asking her not to post those type of pictures where you got to turn to the back.
Right, I feel you, I feel you, I feel you on that right there. It's a certain way you do it, but that's just like a man with tattoos or whatever. You know, it's a different way. Some women might get mad because a man want to, show his chest with the tattoos. Hey, it's a fashion thing these days. You know what I mean? But on her behalf, the way she doing it, you can tell that it's a thirst trap, but then, it's a 50-50 thing. Like she said, she just want to show her body figure. Hey,
Yeah, she did say I just wanted. She said I'm just. She said what's wrong with him? I'm only showing my shape. But I guess my thing is, who are you showing your shape to? I mean, I'm a little confused on that.
yeah, it's a
But
way
I would say
you do it though. It's a way you do it.
Go ahead, Kay.
I say it is a way you do it though.
So let's read some of the comments. So Jeff said, and hey Jeff, I would say we should have mutual respect for all sides, publicly and privately. Know your boundaries with your partner. Darnell says these are mental mind games. He said that boy tweaking. David said, what did he expect? It is what it is. She was proud of he go her body. I'm not
She
sure I
she
understand that.
prob she probably
Hold on.
used to be a
Okay,
heavy
let me
set
read
girl.
that right quick.
She probably
Um,
used to be a heavy set girl and got herself in shape, and hey, now she want to flaunt it.
and that could be true too. Absolutely. So then what you do in that space in order for it not to be an issue, then make it plain and clear of what you're doing. Because when people have to guess, then you leave it open for their own interpretation. So what she probably should have did, because that could have been true, okay, is posted a bigger picture versus her weight loss picture. But
Right?
then also too with that, then you could have did that without turning to the back.
Yeah.
I still say you could have done that tastefully without having to turn to the back.
But you got to understand, different stroke for different folks.
And that's true. But we're talking about her being in a relationship. So now he is saying it's an issue. And if it's an issue with your partner, then in my opinion, you have to clean that up. So
But that,
everything that he tells you that bothers him, you're gonna ignore it. And I am very surprised that guys would say that if I, especially David, if I give if I speak to something that bothers me from my mate, that we don't have discussions about it to come to some mutual agreement in order for us, whomever, whether him or her, to make some changes. We don't just accept what a person is putting out there if it bothers us. We should
You
be
right.
coming together as a unit to figure out how we move forward.
You right.
Not
You
coming together
right.
and say, what the F you talking about?
You right. And then, but that's just like if a guy meet a stripper at a strip club. Now he done fell in love. Now Jody, now he wanna change her life. After he been in there spending dollars and hundreds of dollars in the strip club making it rain. Now he done fell in love. Now he want a wife for now. Now he trying to change her life. After all them years he been going in the club making it rain.
Right, right. David, if you want to be added, I've sent it to you. Hey,
Hey, what's up? What's up?
we're gonna teach Zoe how to get on this live. We could say something, David. Let me see if I can hear you.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I don't know why it's hard for me to hear y'all, but as long as the audience can hear y'all, I'm fine. Can y'all hear David?
Can y'all hear me?
David, before you start, can you guys hear him? Somebody give me a thumbs up. That
Yeah, right, Jeff.
Just a year before
Pretty yes, in the comment for me.
Wow, that's deep. But anyway, can you hear me?
Let me,
Can anybody hear me?
somebody give me
I can
a
hear you.
thumbs
I
up.
can hear
And
you, David.
say in the comments yes that you can hear David.
All
I
right.
can hear David.
Okay.
My thing.
Okay, David, before you start, let me read some of these comments that we had flowing prior to you joining.
If we all chip in, we can handle one of
Just a
Ferguson's
second, I'm gonna
no
go back a
frill
little.
funerals.
So Jeff, we read yours. We did Darnell. David, you stated, go ahead. I'm gonna let you speak to your comment since you put it in there. You're now on the live. Go ahead.
My comment is, look, it's a whole different world now, right? So if I meet a female and she's showing me something, right? I'm not gonna hold her to that because she's proud of that picture that she put up. And I understand that. So for her to put up other pictures and say, look at my body, that's something that she's proud of. I'm not gonna be insecure and say, oh, the next nigga might want that. That's
Right.
insecurity in a man, especially if we're in a relationship. I'm gonna trust you until I catch you with that nigga in bed. I don't give a fuck what nobody else say.
Yeah,
Until I
right.
catch you when that nigga in bed, then we got a problem. But other than that, I think that's what's going on here. And clearly, she's just saying, "Look at my body. I'm doing good." I don't understand it, man. I really don't. Cause he like, well, we a couple now. Nigga, what? So what? Y'all a couple. But
Right. That's your girl.
I'm still proud of what I did before we became a couple.
Right.
And if you doing
Right.
what you're supposed to do as a man, you ain't never got to worry about that.
That's right.
Bottom line.
Okay, David. So let me ask you this. Because we can put ourselves in position. I'm not saying now, okay, nobody make us do anything. I'm not
Right.
saying that. But we can draw temptation to us that can set things in motion. So why would you want to, and answer this, be okay with putting that type of temptation out there? Then now you got people in your inbox, all of this stuff, but you set that stuff in motion. Now, I'm not saying she got the bite. I'm not saying by no means she got to entertain it.
Right.
But what I am saying is, why set things in motion that you don't really have to deal with if you never even started it?
Right. And I
But she
understand. And
probably been doing it.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna. She happy where she at. She happy with him, but the problem is that he needs to understand what he attracted. He don't know nothing about her. They just got in a relationship. He was happy, she was happy, but he don't know her background. He don't know if
Fact.
he don't know if her heart or what she wants to do as far as a woman is to be. How do y'all women do it? I mean, how do y'all women do it? Y'all want to express yourself more. You know what I'm saying? I can't figure out how to say it, but clearly, I've met a woman in my life. I met a woman where she was so proud of herself that she was like, I'm gonna express myself whether you like it or not, nigga. I just met you. We just got in a relationship, but I'm still gonna be me. So what I'm saying is, straight up, he gotta get to know her before he can come and say, look, we in a relationship. Stop doing that. That's the way it is. It's not fair to her. It's not fair to him. What can I say?
You right.
Now I do agree with that. And then Kay, I'm gonna come to you. Y'all give me a second. Let me read some of these comments. Respect them by allowing. Darnell said, respect them by allowing them to be who they are. They will love you for real. And I do get that. I do believe in the fact that you have to allow people to be who they are.
Right.
But I also say, if your partner brings something to you that states it bothers them, I stick by the fact that if it's nothing dire, then I don't see what's harm in changing. He's just asking her about a picture. He's not asking her to change who she is. He's just saying the action of the picture. And so she can post the most tasteful pictures. He didn't say stop posting on social media. He said those type of pictures. So what would have been harming her not posting those type of pictures?
But see, he was wrong. He know what he's coming home to. So why would you even address that? Everybody's gonna, social media is a whole different world, and he's got to adjust to social media. He can't say, "Oh, it was back the way." I don't know if he's older or what, but he's got to adjust to the situation. And that situation there is, I saw the picture. What? She just said, "Look at me." Okay, life goes on. If she had her cat out, open legs wide open, whole different story. Every woman you meet on social media shows her what? Her booty, her butt. Nigga, he jealous. And my point to her is that look, you can either deal with it or you can let it go, because clearly he's not understanding that. We in a relationship, he's very what do you call it? Possessive.
You think so?
Definitely.
I think he made a request.
No.
I don't think he was possessive. I think he made a request and she flipped out. Let me read some of the comments. Give me a second, David. Give me a second. Some kind of way Kay dropped. We're gonna try to get him back. Beth says, I just don't think it's a big deal, but he's more concerned about his image and what other people are thinking.
And he's possessive.
Get off my page. And get off my page. How you gonna tell your man to get off your page, Beth?
Wow.
When Casey said that about the beach, Zoe says the beach is different.
He's possessive.
Mahogany said true. Darnell said you set your standards and stand on that. And I agree to that. Here's what I do think should have happened.
What?
I think if he met her in that space, meaning her posting pictures like that, and that's what attracted him. Once y'all got in that relationship, I think that he should have had a conversation about it and set those boundaries and standards before they even got serious. And
I agree with that.
You could have made your way double back And then even, so I think that's where he went wrong, or could have done better in that space. I
Right,
think
exactly.
he definitely should have had some conversations to say, hey, I'm attracted to what you posted. Here's where we are. Here's where we headed. And I know that these are what you was doing before. But since you decided, because he didn't make her be in no relationship, since you decided to be in a relationship, I would like for you to do something different. And if she wasn't willing to change that, then they wouldn't have been a good fit. So they definitely should have had some conversations ahead of time. I do agree to that. Go ahead, David.
But Amanda, that's what I'd have did to you.
Say it again.
That's what I'd have did to you.
I am so sorry. Let me get on my other line so I can kind of hear you, because they can hear you, but for some reason I can't.
That was a joke. I said that's what I did to you. I made sure you understood.
Got you.
So crazy.
Let's see. Darnell said, so I'm not all in because I ain't gonna let you control me. And I agree with that. We're not gonna let nobody control us, because I'm like that too. I just had a conversation just the other day to say, I'm gonna have a voice. And if what I'm saying bothers you, then we can have a conversation about how I tailor that. But we're not going to say that I don't get the opportunity to share my opinions on what we're discussing. So yes, I do agree that we're not going to be controlled. But I think if we respect our partner, we find common ground on how to tailor what we're talking about that bothers them.
But see, that's another question we come into. Is that our partner? Is it as someone we just met? See, that's a whole different story. You got partners that's been together for a minute, but when you just meet someone and y'all get in a relationship, that's not a partner. You see where I'm coming from? And that's something that a man can't accept in his heart. He's like, I met her, we together. She got to adjust to what I'm saying to immediately. Women are saying, look, I've been doing this for a minute. You can't just expect me to come in and change my life for some nigga I just met overnight on the, y'all know what I'm saying. Come on now. Come on. It's real.
I hear you.
It's real.
Let me see. Go ahead. I'm sorry. So let me read some of the comments. There should never be any insecurities when you feel that you both have a loving, healthy relationship. Beth says she was probably thinking she was cute, and probably was. I mean, there are times when I be thinking, baby, I'm on my fly, and I'm cool. But again, if I was in a relationship and my partner said,
do you, baby, make me happy. Make a nigga want you so I'll feel good.
Go on. The game go on.
All right,
her body is, go ahead.
All right. No, I'm just saying. Make a nigga want, you know what I'm saying? That make me feel good.
But when she in a relationship, she can't be trying to make social media feel good. Darnell says her body is what got his attention. I agree. And she can show it to the world. It's hers. Let's remember that part. And you're right. I agree. It goes back to a woman has the right to do what she wants with her body. You guys are making great points. I love it. That's why we like to have men on the show. But I also believe with your body, there is still a level of respect. That says I agree with Jeff. Shadana said understanding is everything, which it's a lack of in relationships. Both should speak on any topic without arguments. Absolutely. And that's what I have been saying for a long time, for a couple of months now. You should be able to share your thoughts, both parties, without it leading to an argument. I think he got off the boat based because, and Kay made a good point before he dropped about knowing some backstory, because she out the gate said, what the F you talking about? So it made it seem like they have already been having some kind of tension, because she never said, when he said, you're still posting, I see you still posting the pictures. And maybe for him, when he said you still posting the pictures, maybe he had a conversation with her before. I don't know. We would have to have a little more backstory on
I
it.
would say keep it 100 that his boys that are friends with him saw those pictures and was like, damn, your girl, da 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 da. And then he like, damn, girl, what you doing? You see where I'm coming from? That's just, I feel like that's the backstory. That his boys addressed him about his girl showing her ass on them pictures. And then he decided to address her instead of letting them know, nigga, I ain't even worried. You see what I'm coming from? So at that time, he
So
decided in his
so let me say this very quick before Zoe jump on the live and give
Yes,
her point. Zoe
because
said she got a lot to say.
yes, sir. Y'all with that foolishness tonight.
So Zoe, wait a minute. Shadonna made a good point. And I want to ask you guys this question, and then I'm gonna read hers, but then I'm gonna go to Zoe because Zoe has been trying to get on. Shadana said, so if she was skinny, would it have been an issue? Wow. Let's talk about that. So Zoe, what you got?
I don't think it make a difference if she was skinny or big. It doesn't matter. It's the way that the picture was taken. Period, point blank. And David, you with that foolishness coming on here with that mess tonight, talking about it's okay. If that was your woman and she had her side all in the camera, like she's saying, look back at it, please. That is not what you're supposed to be doing if you're in a relationship
but
with
I know
somebody.
who's gonna hit it. I ain't worried.
It don't matter. Social media for the world. You want the world to see? So
Who
then
gonna
she
hit?
there with her legs cocked open, and you all right with the world seeing that too?
I'm gonna bust it open. They ain't.
Okay. That's what your mouth say. Let all your boys see what you busting open at night. You gonna have something to say. And another thing, if you my man, you standing up here with showing with your thought daddy shorts on, showing your print, you not finna have that on social media either. And y'all Negroes do that mess too.
So
We
now
don't
she
need to
gonna
be
bust
doing
it
it.
open.
All she showed was the
Bingo.
booty. All she showed
Whatever.
was the booty.
It was the way she showed it.
She was like,
That right. She was like, look back at it. Why you in it? And that ain't for everybody.
but
That's for y'all home.
she was proud though. She was proud,
Don't care
and I'm
nothing about
pretty
her being
sure.
proud.
But check this out, though.
I
She
am
was a
with Zoe.
she,
We not finna show the fact. We not finna show the
We're
print
not,
on
She had
the
a-
social
I might be
media.
proud on what I'm missing on home, but I
Hey,
ain't finna show it to the world.
but she had a New Year's resolution,
I
right?
don't care
And
nothing
that
about
was
no
to
New
get that
Year's
ass
resolution.
down.
Okay. We done all lost weight. You ought to see my before and after pictures, but I ain't out here showing no pictures of my butt sticking out neither. No, that's no. You can be respectful. You can be respectful and tasteful and show your shape in a million different ways. And y'all Negroes do that mess slickly too. Y'all think y'all be slick. Y'all want to take them pictures with them jogging pants on in the doggone weight room, like y'all just showing y'all chest. But that ain't all y'all showing. Don't play.
But
Don't
I
do
ain't gonna
it.
be
'Cause
jealous.
never do.
I ain't gonna be jealous.
You ain't gonna be.
I ain't gonna be jealous. Y'all can walk around. If we was together, y'all can walk around whatever. I know where you coming home to, and I know what's going on at the house. Fuck what they talking about. They just jealous.
They
They
lie.
want.
They
I'm
lie.
saying,
Oh, no.
a woman wants attention. She wants to be wanted.
That's right.
Okay, and we know this.
You should be showing me that attention. You shouldn't be
But that ain't the
tastefully
point.
looking at it, looking from the front, looking for it from the world.
Y'all make
So-
sure y'all tagging and sharing because it
So
getting
say
good.
one day
It's
I
getting
slip
good.
and I don't show you that attention. Is it right for you to go out and get that attention somewhere else?
No, it is not. Because a slip in the overall picture, if I'm getting it from home and you slip a couple of days, I don't know what kind of women y'all been dealing with, but y'all need prayer. But
Hold on, go ahead, Zoe, and I'm gonna read some of the comments.
no, that don't mean that. Just because you slip up one time, we finna go outside and give it up to anybody.
No, that ain't giving it up. No, come on now. You know how a woman is. A woman's heart is deep.
That is very true.
Hold on now. The
Mhm.
only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman, whatever the fuck they say. That's some real shit.
That's real.
You okay? So what I'm
Yes.
saying is that women aren't that fucking easy to give it up just because they mad about one night.
That's
We already
right.
know this. My whole point is that look, that one night bothers you as a man, you got a problem. And the women need to understand that. Because clearly, if they can't read how a woman is or what it's like, then they don't need to be with her. Because women take you through motions. They have emotions.
They just
God knew what he was doing.
men
Jesus knew what he was.
emotions.
Look, no, no,
Men
no,
don't have no
stop.
emotions. No, I'm asking. Do men have emotions?
No, men
Men
don't give a
don't have
fuck.
no. That's
Men don't. Men
Listen,
don't give a fuck.
guys, hold on, hold on.
that's BS.
Time out, time out. Ding, 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 ding.
Let them
Let me read
lie
some
to
of the
you.
comments. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Then we'll
Some
pick
of
up
y'all,
from here.
some of
So
these
Danielle
dudes is
said,
soft as toilet tissue cotton. Come on now.
No,
hold
let them
on.
lie to you.
So,
They don't care.
Okay.
okay,
Read the
Darnell
comments, D.
said,
Read the
is
comments.
it his wife? Are they married? Because I want to know.
That's
Because
right.
if they just going together, this crazy. Because hell no. Okay,
That's right.
that may be a difference.
Bingo.
The girlfriend
That's right.
versus the wife, but we still got to model ourselves in a way leading up to marriage.
That's
Now,
right.
hold on. Darnell said he a goofy, bruh, but right. Jeff said, if my woman wants to post a picture of herself in a new outfit, I'm good with that as long
That's
as
right.
I know she still comes home to me every night. Then I'm good. Okay.
That ain't no
Zeb
new
says,
outfit
I
picture,
agree.
David.
Not too sure because it was so much conversation going on. But Zeb did say he agreed to somebody. If you Zeb, if you're still there and you want to kind of elaborate who you agreed with, please advise. Mahogany, you said that part. We had so much dialogue, not sure what that was about. Yes, I hear him. Okay, yes, I hear him. Okay, thank y'all. Give me a second. Okay, so Shadana said a mutual agreement is grown and attractive. Absolutely.
That
Baby, you better say
part.
that.
That
Not
part.
listening to your partner and just formulating your own opinion isn't suitable. And that's why I said I'm not too sure why she came out the gate and said,
What
what
you
the F? Because I
That's
think they
right.
could have had some conversation that would have allowed them to come in a mutual agreement. But when you set the tone
That's right.
with what the F, it was going to make him go there.
That's
Or
right.
even vice versa. If we say something and then I may say what the F or give a negative comment after it, unfortunately, it makes a person go there. So we have to be mindful of what our person is telling us and how we respond so that we can have a productive conversation. Give me a second, guys. Want to read some of these other. Darnell said, I like this dude here. Truth starts with the mindset. David, don't look, Darnell. Don't start ribbing that. Not, I was just playing. I was just
That's
playing.
right.
I
Don't
was
be
just playing.
ribbing David up. Don't be ribbing David up, Danielle. Don't do that.
She did nothing wrong. Shadana said she did nothing wrong. She's dressed. I'm not gonna say she didn't do anything wrong. I just believe that you could post more tasteful pictures. Now I'm gonna say about me because people say they can see me coming, whether I'm
Yes,
turned
ma'am.
frontward or to the
Way
side, or
backwards.
whether right. So at the end of the day, she could have posted a frontward picture and still probably got the same results. I don't know that it was necessary to turn backwards. I don't think it was the clothing. I think it was the fact that she was turned back.
Now, because the outfit was horrible. We weren't talking about the outfit. I don't think that had nothing to do with nothing. But it was the positioning of the picture.
I think that's what it was.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It was the way that you were posed in the picture. And that was it. I don't think it had anything to do with the outfit. But David, you keep lying to yourself and having Darnell co-sign with you here. Because if that was y'all woman showing all her business to the world, y'all would be like, oh, babe, you need to take that down. And then while you talking about your homeboys be the same one talking about, hey, look what Shawty posted. But they'll be the main ones in her DM talking about, what's going on, mama? What's going on with you? They'll be the same one. Your same homeboy will be the same ones in her DM. Cause chicks do it too. What Mello say? Hey Mello. What Mello say?
Hold on, though. David, I can't hear you. Did you go on mute?
He on mute.
They say your thing on mute.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try it now. Is
They're
it
right,
still saying mute?
Mello. Bingo. Mello said, if my woman do that, she ain't for me. Exactly. That part.
David, you might want to ask one of the boys because some kind of way you went on mute. Is it still showing mute on his end zone?
Uh-huh. He flipping the camera around, but
You might want to go out and come back in. I don't know. Or either, let me read some of the comments while you work on it. So Darnell said, Dog's gonna hunt no matter what she wear.
that is
I
true.
can agree to that. I
True.
mean, I can agree to that. I just don't think it's about what she had on. I
Right.
believe it was more so of positioning. And I
Uh-huh.
think even if, yeah, I think that's what it was. Because when you post from the back, I think that is a thirst trap. I think
It is.
that is a way of saying I'm inviting you to comments. Now that's
That's
just
right.
me and my opinion. Let's see, y'all go ahead and continue to tag and share. But I do say dogs are gonna hunt no matter what. I believe
That's
that.
true. That's true.
Makia said if she was already posting pictures like that before him, then he already knew what it was. And I get that. But that don't make her be for the. I guess here's what I struggle with that comment because people were saying that in the comments. Zoe, did you go on mute or is that me? Zoe, I think you froze. Oh, okay, are you on mute, Zoe? I don't know how y'all going on mute. Yep, I see yours too that says mute. Okay, you're
Can you
no
hear me now?
longer. You're no longer.
Okay.
You good. Okay. The only thing I say about that is whatever attracts us to a person, whether it's those pictures like Makia are saying or not, I
Right.
still think it's room to change and stop doing something if it's not gonna kill you. It wasn't gonna kill her to stop posting the pictures. I mean, what was it gonna take away from her once he said it was an issue? It was a simple fix.
Right. It depends on where you are in that relationship and what you're looking to what you're looking to gain from that relationship. So if she was just in it and it's fly by night and she not serious about it, then of course she gonna feel like, oh, you insecure, I'm gonna do what I want to do. But if it's a relationship that you're fully vested in and you're wanting something serious to develop from it, then you're gonna listen to your partner. And like you said, it's an easy fix. Okay, babe, I'll say these pics for you. I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna send these to you. But what I post is going to be something totally different. But like Mello said, if it was my woman and she was posting it, she ain't for me. Because to me, that's just that picture automatically sends out the message, I'm single.
And that's
It,
what other people were saying. Those are
yeah,
single people pictures.
yes, it is.
And so if you were posting those pictures when you weren't with him, then it was okay for you because you were single. And maybe you was putting the single pictures out there for the thirst trap so you can get somebody.
That
But
right.
once you got somebody, which he didn't make you receive him, once he stepped to you and you acknowledged that you wanted to move forward with something, then there is a room to do something different
That's right.
other than post single people pictures because we say this all the time. Meaning when I say we, I'm saying people, even down to married people. That there are a lot of married people that's out there that move like they're single.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't do that. You got to have a level of respect, whatever that looks like, and it may look different from each relationship.
That's right.
Or your relationship.
Because if you allow that to go on, then that means if somebody does DM you, are you going to entertain
Right.
it? That's my thing. David said we living in the past, but even in the current state right now with social media, if you allow certain things to come in to your space, you're going to allow other things to come into your space too. You open it up. I think you said it earlier. You're opening it up for different things to come into that relationship that wouldn't even be there if you had not posted
If you
it.
hadn't set the tone.
That's right.
Jeff said it's just a picture. There are much more things to be concerned about. But I think those things little small things can start to bigger things. And that's
Yep.
what I
Me
think.
too.
to be concerned with. So quit tripping of a picture. It's not like she have sexual content. Um, Look, women should be celebrated, and the right one is a celebration. I agree.
I agree.
I feel like he is creating a problem. Um, he could have hearted the pic and left a nice comment. Here he could have hearted the picture and
Mm-hmm.
left a nice comment. Um, but when you read the text, he said, I, somebody go to it and let me go to it because I think he said you're still posting on social media. That makes me believe he has
They've had a
already had
conversation.
a conversation before.
That's
And
right.
if I respect my partner, if we've already had that conversation, I'm not hurting no pic. I'm not leaving no nice comment. I'm gonna come right to you with a conversation that's more sterner because now you think I'm playing.
They're right. They're right. They're right. They're right.
So when she go outside, she supposed to leave her butt in the house. Darnell crazy self. Lady can't leave
No.
her picture. Okay, Darnell, I get it. You're right. Lady can't leave because nobody can't leave their butterfly
In the house.
in the house.
Mm-mm.
I agree. That is funny. I agree. Because I'm gonna say this. I when I'm out, I would tell Zoe I'm very aware of how I'm shaped. So
Yeah.
when guys approach me, and I'm not saying that all guys have ill intent, not saying that at all.
That's right.
But for me and my house, I'm already aware and
Yeah.
conscious of you because I know that there are a lot of guys that are attracted to girls with big butts. So really, we can't be using that as no asset because guys can also take that in the wrong way, and their motives may not be good. So
That's
to
right.
get on social media and turn to the back, it's like I know you healthy back there. It is to me kind of inviting.
It is. It definitely is. It definitely is. And no, nobody wants her to, if you can't leave it in the house. But Darnell, let me ask you this. Would it be okay if that was your woman and when she left the house, every time everything she wore was low cut and showed the half top of her butt? Would you be okay with walking behind her like that? I mean, it's a difference.
We can't
That mellow.
see nothing but your hand up. We can't see.
I know I'm packing my bag right now. Hold on, I'm packing my spend the night bag.
Tell my she packing her spend the night bed.
So while she packing that spin night bag so they can look back at it, we gonna
Yeah,
go on and read some of these comments and let
they're right.
Zeb says, I don't see you.
Mello, you
Agree.
heard David.
Them folks say they need to
Yeah, I
see you.
heard
KC, where you at? We're gonna bring KC back on. Give us a minute.
David said we don't
Communication
understand.
ain't gonna never sound like control. And that's right. If you can, and I'm done now, I'm loving some of your comments, and it won't.
Hmm.
Communication won't look like control. It's all in your tone and how you approach it.
That's right.
but
If
I
that's
feel
the
like
woman, he should leave a nice comment and
no,
heart
he ain't
it.
gotta leave no comment. I just feel like this. That for okay, when you with somebody, the point is you don't want them to change who they are. Like, yes, you want a person to mature as a relationship matures.
Hmm.
We don't know how long they've been together, but you can't go in no relationship telling somebody that they can't do something that they've been doing for 20, 30, 40, 50 years.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, if she taking sexy pictures like that, then you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, like, until you marry this woman, I mean, like, you just gotta allow her to get with the relationship. At some point in time, she gonna figure out and she gonna know, like, hey, look, all right, I ain't gonna do this no more cause I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, these women don't know how serious these dudes are anyway. He probably one
That's
of them
true.
niggas get on there in the gray sweatpants.
And see,
Yeah.
that's right. That is a good point as far as that somebody has made. What level is it in the relationship? And that's the part
Don't know.
that we probably don't know and that we're missing. I
Mm-hmm.
still say to the fact that for married or not, we don't change, because I've been married. You don't change when you get married. You
True.
change leading up to a marriage. You got to be making growth steps leading into your marriage, because if you don't and make those changes, you're setting your marriage up for destruction. Because then when you are married, they are going to be saying, well, it wasn't no problem before we got married, so why is it a problem now that we're married? People got to understand that you don't just change when you get married. You make those changes and have the tough conversations way before you get married.
And I think you're 100% correct when you say that. But also, I think that it depends on where you feel like that relationship is going. Are
Right.
you
That's why I
are
said
you
I don't
in
think she's
right?
all
So
in.
right. So but
No.
are you in it looking for marriage, or are you just there? Y'all just kicking it and y'all just
That's right.
dating. So that's
That's
And she
right.
different. It
probably
depends
don't
on what
know.
level. Right. It depends
Don't
on
know.
what right, bingo. It depends on what level that they're on.
Mhm.
Because if we just dating and we ain't known each other long and we not talking about nothing serious, then it is what it
That's
is.
right.
But if we are, then like you said, then it's time to have those conversations, because now we're leading up to something serious that may lead into marriage. But if we just kicking it, then don't be telling me what to put on my page, sir.
Okay, so let's talk about it outside of her and him. So y'all think that it's appropriate anyways? Because let's just say she's single. Because some people in the comments were saying whether even if she wasn't with him, they did not feel like those were appropriate pictures to post on social media as far as self-respect anyways.
Man, folks
Mm.
grown in hell. Like you can't tell nobody what to post on their page. If she wanted to get on there, what's the difference between her showing her butt and women showing cleavage? What's the difference?
Yeah.
Y'all got these big titty ass white women get online with them big double Z's and double K's and M triple Z's and all this stuff showing breasts. Ain't nobody saying none of them. But as soon as a black woman get online, show a little butt, or you see a little hip, then it's a problem. Like, let them people do what they want to do. People, social media is what it is. It's an illusion. You on social media selling an illusion. Your illusion could be sex. Your illusion might be music. Your illusion might be I'm rich. People are selling the illusion. That might make her feel better. It might be something that happened in her life that tore her self-esteem down. So where she looks for other people to validate her look.
And that's
You
where
know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
she's going wrong.
That's
Because
right.
we can't, we have to be so confident in ourselves that we need no validation from anyone. So if that is where she's doing, why she's doing it, and you're right, Mello, people do it for those type reasons. But I think you gotta clean that up first, meaning yourself, before you need validation, because you'll always be looking for validation from people if you don't
Mm-hmm.
adjust who you are and have that confidence within yourself. I also want to say this as far as um like you mentioned about cleavage. Yes, people can cover, um, and cleavage don't have to show. They can put on whole shirts, but I will say they still gonna have big titties, and people can make an imagination the way they want to make their imagination, because then you cannot hide them breasts.
No.
So that, but
You
she
can't hide
had
that
the
booty
ability.
either.
She chose to turn around.
They're
She
right.
didn't have to turn around. That's the issue.
But
If
but
him and her
who's
was
to tell
together
her?
and she was walking from the back and guys were looking, she can't help that. She chose to turn around. These folks that may have had on a whole shirt, big old breast, them folks taking a picture on them folks live, them folks gonna make imagination anyway. They ain't she got some big teeth. They gonna say that anyway because she full up top. But she chose to take that picture that
But
way.
if she unbutton all them buttons in the front and want to show you all of her boobies, that's different.
That's different. Then
But
that's
I mean,
different.
again, who is somebody to tell somebody else what they can and cannot post on social media?
You can post
Like,
whatever you
You
want.
post whatever you want, but we're talking about your man,
Right.
because this is what we're talking about. We're not talking about me and Zoe telling her, because we're talking about her man. And then here's my thing, women, and I tell my daughter this all the time. there's a thin line between sexy and trendy. There is a very thin line, and you cannot expect to attract a decent man if you're taking pictures intentionally with your butt turned. There is no way possible you're thinking that you're gonna do that. I just
And
don't
then
see it.
and then when you get that attention, then you mad. Or you get all the men that want you for one thing, then you pissed off. But you've invited them to that with the way that you with what you posted. So you just
Because
gotta
I'm
be
gonna
ready
tell you what a
for
guy
it.
told me, and I'm gonna see if I can find it, and I'm gonna repost it for you guys. He put in my inbox, "You are very good at showing your body without showing your body. It's
Yeah.
a thin line with being tasteful and being trashy.
That's
It
right.
just is. I'm
It
sorry."
is. It is.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Now
Because
David said no men are decent. Oh my God.
No man is
David,
decent.
he
Yes.
We
ain't
ain't gonna yeah. Davis, come on.
with David. Bye, David. Mello is here. I'm the man in the room right now.
I'm the man. Right.
Mello, get David here.
Shadana
Just get David.
said attention from her man. And that's why she needs to have got that attention from her man
That's
with like
right.
those with the pictures being just for him.
That's right.
Too many men being led by women. This is a problem. Not sure that's what Darnell said. Not sure what that means. I think we have to all respect what our partner is asking of us. I think a conversation could have took place, and they could have resolved that because both parties end up getting emotional.
That's right.
Man
She
has
had no
been
respect for
emotional.
him at all, I didn't think. It from the way
It
the
probably wasn't that
conversation went in
serious
the
for her.
text. She had right, exactly. She had no respect for him or the relationship from the way that the text read. But I mean, you can post what you want to. Just be prepared for the responses and what come along with it. So if you post what you want to all day long and what you have on, but don't be surprised when the ignorant rascals come in your DM and then you offended. Don't be offended then. You weren't offended when you were posting
Darnell,
it.
Melo, you so crazy. Darnell said if she walks or move with confidence, you don't touch that. You uplift that daily with no days off easy. And I agree with that. If a woman present herself with confidence, and I'm not saying we can't dress the way we want to dress, very tastefully. I'm saying you still, cause I mean I'm gonna do me. Everybody know that, but I'm gonna still be cautious of the level of respect that I'm trying to get. And I don't know if she have kids either. I don't know. But we also have to be careful in that space of what we post in reference to if we have our kids as well. Because again, how you gonna tell your daughter not to post to the bed if you doing it and mama doing it? But then
Right.
you
You around here twerking, but you
mad,
don't want her twerking.
right? No, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Don't get David started. I'm showing that time I'm showing my ass. Let them both do what they want to single off the ring on.
You got, and some men like women like that. Y'all
That's
missing that
true.
too. Some men
That's
like
true.
that. Like, so what she doing may have been acceptable to another man that she was with. And then, like I said, we don't really know the
That's
backstory
true.
behind what's going on. So it could have very much so been, she could have been doing it to be petty. He could have pissed her off. She could have been doing it to be petty.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? Or he could have done something to her, you know, maybe something she don't like. And she said, well, you know what? You
That's
know?
right.
Darnell
That's right.
said, "Mine can do what the F she want, long as I gotta sit at the table, cause we not finna trip about no petty stuff. And if my woman do that, she ain't for me. Amanda, she just wanted to post a pic to be honest from my aspect. That's Shadana. Darnell, so if she could go from those in her DM, she can go.
Right here.
She not for me.
That's right.
Mello said, but my baby fine SF, and no matter what, they be at her, but she also is conservative. She is not none of that crazy-ish.
That's right.
And Mello, okay, that Mello, you already on here. Let me see.
So I got a question for
Okay,
Mello.
go ahead.
Now,
Zeb,
your girl
before you do
pretty.
that, let me put Zeb out there. Zeb says
You
social
said
media
what
Go
now?
ahead.
ruin a relationship, and I want to speak to that. Go ahead, Zoe.
So I got a question, Mello.
Come on, give it to me.
So your woman pretty, we met her.
Period.
So would you be okay if she took a picture, turned around to the back, like look back at it? Would you be okay with that?
So to be honest, I don't give a fuck. She took a picture with Miami. I bought her some drawers and they got her name on the back. I customized her a pair of thongs. And she took a picture of it with the top of the thong showing where it had the name at on it. I
Mhm.
didn't trip about that. For what?
Right.
It was people in the comments up under there, but at the end of the day, I'm secure. I look good too. Shit. You know, they be up in my DM too. They
Mello
be up under
stupid.
my picture. So as long as she can handle that, she can dish
Right.
what she can take out.
That,
I mean, she
then
can
you good.
dish what we good. We good.
But what if
But
she took a picture
personally,
with her whole ass out with the thongs on?
see, I know that my girl wouldn't do that. That's the thing.
But
You got to know
but
your
But they
woman.
talking
that's
about what
right.
if.
But
She
but
talking about the
but
what
what if?
if.
But what if she did? Would you be pissed off about it?
I think I definitely would like say something, be like, damn, we just putting a whole ass out on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna be mad like and be going back and forth with her in no text message. I'm not arguing with no
Right.
woman about nothing.
That's
I
right.
said what I said, and that's what it
That's
is.
right.
I'm not gonna
Mhm.
go
Right.
back and forth with you about that. If you want to get on here and show your ass, baby, you got to live with that. Your children gonna see that.
That's
My
right.
ass in my pants.
That's right. So, but again, if you done said, if you've had that conversation one time and it happens again, then what?
Then I know I need to bounce.
You
Cause this
know,
ain't the
that's
type
my
of
whole
woman that
point
this
that
ain't the
I
type
want
of
to be
woman that
with.
I want to take home to
That's
my
right.
mama.
There you
I don't
go.
want my
There you go.
mama to look up and see my girl booty online like, this your girl. Then I'm
That's
be like, no, I don't even
exactly
know
because showing the top of your thumb, that's one thing, but showing your whole ass is another.
her.
Just
Right.
like with chicks picture, showing your body is one thing, but turned around to show nothing but your ass, that's totally different.
I
But
agree.
That's totally
I
different.
didn't get to see the post that y'all are talking about. I saw that y'all tagged me in it, but I didn't get a chance to read it. I've been working all day today, y'all.
We
Sorry. I
understand.
didn't
Yeah.
get a chance to read
Yeah.
it.
Let me
We get
tell
it.
you what Beth said. Beth said, and which one of them posted it? Was it him or her? Because you're right in that space, Beth. I think it's weird to even post their conversation. Forget the
I would
pic.
agree.
I would agree. I'm wondering because I don't even know which of them posted it. Was it whether it was her or him? But I do agree, which means somebody was looking for some validation
There
to
you go.
support their decision in that conversation. So I certainly agree with that.
Yeah.
That who said somebody said we looking over. I think
KC had a comment. He said we're looking over his comment.
I don't know what he said. T. Walker said exactly. Let me go back. I know
Okay, so we got Gregory Bernard. Gregory Bernard, he's married. What's up, Be Nice?
read
All right, let's
it
ask Be
more
Nice
while
that
I
question.
go ahead. Go ahead and read his.
Be Nice. No, I want to ask him the question. So Be
Okay.
Nice. If you was with your before you and Tip got married, right? If she posted a picture of her whole ass on social media, what would you have done? And y'all just in a relationship, not even married yet. He said, "Wasn't nice though." Oh my God.
It was I. Look, it was
It
I.
was all
It
right.
was I.
It was all
You know, it ain't like she was like.
right. I posted
She
in
wasn't
the
no
comment.
Amanda. She wasn't no Amanda.
No, she ain't had no
That,
butterfly like that. No, no. Mm-mm. She didn't.
so yeah, I mean, so what would have been your take on it? If that was your girl and she posted a pic turned to the back, like see, I think it's to me it was all in intentional. I don't think if she had took a picture, let's just say she was walking. Okay, here I go walking. Zoe take the picture. Somebody else posted. I can't help that. But
That's
for
right.
me to get on there and take the picture and post it, what was I looking for?
That's right. For somebody to DM you and say, "Hey, I like the way that
For
ass
some,
look on IG." That what they look
she
up
was
you
looking
looking
for some.
for.
Cause she probably mad at a dude. That's what I'm
Look,
saying. Like
Mello, look
women.
at David post. Look at that what David comment said.
I can't see it
Yeah.
yet.
I'm just gonna let Mello deal with David. I ain't gonna say nothing
Read
else.
it, Zoe, because I don't
I don't
see it.
see it
David,
either. He done deleted it.
David said, "Bounce my ass." LOL. Hit it harder is what I'm doing.
Lord have mercy. So once
That's
she
why
done
I ain't see the
posted it,
one minute for me
you
to
just
see it.
gonna go hit it harder.
Ain't got time. Ain't got time to play with David.
I'm gonna tell you something. Like, I mean, you know what? He might be for real. That just might be the type of nigga he is. You know what I'm saying? We have to, we have to understand that, everybody have different,
That's
opinions and
right.
different ways
That's
in which
right.
they do certain things.
That's
We
right.
know that some men they want a hoe. Some men they want a
That's
woman
right.
like that because in their eyes, that's a woman that everybody wants.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they might
Very good point.
he might be okay with it. But you have some people that, been there, done that, they want to date a woman of substance. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
You know that. That's why I said I ain't got to worry about my girl getting online showing her whole ass.
Right.
Like,
Because you
I
Yeah,
don't
got
I
have to
think
somebody
I
worry
with
about
some
think
it.
substance. So it just depends on what you're looking for. I agree.
and that's
100%.
why to a lot of the people's point, even Darnell, I think he should have gotten, and I don't know, like we're saying, we don't know what level of the relationship that they're in. I think he should have gotten to know what he was dealing with and before start calling some shots. And I don't know
Right.
if he did or not, but I do
Right.
know that it doesn't seem like that's the type of girl he wants. So maybe, just
Right.
maybe, it goes back to what we've been saying at times on the show. Sometimes people think they can get folks and change them.
All right.
Right. You
I agree.
cannot change nobody. That should not even
No.
be your MO when you get in a relationship. If you feel like you got to change somebody for you, baby, let them go. This ain't the back in the day where y'all trying to mold people. These
They're right.
motherfuckers come already pre-made. And you cannot mold people no more. I used to think when I was younger, I was like, I'm gonna get me an old lady and let her mold me. She couldn't mold me. I
Mm-mm.
dated plenty of old women when I was young. She couldn't mold me
Mm-mm.
because I was already who I wanted to
That's
be.
right.
So you cannot do that. You cannot change nobody. Just like these women be thinking when a man tell you he don't want to be in a relationship, I don't care how good you put it on him,
I'm going to change his
you
mind.
suck it
Bush.
and all that. They don't want you. They don't want to
Nope.
be in a relationship with you. They don't want it.
Nope.
That's
So you
right.
cannot change nobody. That's why I said she probably been taking pictures like
Mm-hmm.
that. That's probably how she met him.
She said that. She said that
She
on the
said that
messages.
in the thing
She,
that's how
So
it
then
ended
what he
her.
talking about? What he talking about then?
he,
What he
he,
talking about?
he
That's
was
like a
saying
man
because
meet a
he
woman
was,
that strip. She strip. Okay.
yeah,
She dancing. You knew she was a dancer when you met her, so what the problem is now? Either you get
yeah.
with the program or get the hell on.
Yeah.
That's
I
Um,
feel like nowadays we too controlling too. You know what I'm saying? Like people always trying to control other people. You cannot tell no grown ass adult that wipe their own ass what to do.
Now, I
You
ain't trying to tell
cannot
you what
do
to
that.
do, but if we in a relationship, you should automatically, to me, know what to do. Even if you're a stripper, I can respect your line of work, right? I can
But get what?
respect
It
that's
ain't
your
but
gonna
you
line of
go
better
through
work.
not be on
But
social media
you
with
better
all
not be
that
on social
twerking
media. You better not be on social media doing them same strip dances that you doing.
at your
Cause now
job because
because
you're
that's your
at your
job.
job.
That's
You're
right.
at
You
your
at work,
job making money at that
right?
point. But if you get on
but
social media and doing it, you just doing it
But
for
at home,
free.
you just doing it for attention.
Right.
Exactly. So then
you
just tell that man he ain't giving you enough attention and let that man fix that. Because if you got to do it all on social media, you seeking more than what you getting at home.
Right.
But again, like that social media thing, that's why I tell people all the time. That's the number one thing that ruin people's
It
relationship
does.
because it's illusion.
Mhm.
People get on social media and they gotta be a certain type of person,
That's right.
and that's like, I be honest, even with me, like it's certain stuff that I would not post on social media, but it's certain stuff that I will. I'm not gonna never get on social media talking about my relationship, talking about
Right.
me being heartbroken or none of that. I feel like a lot of people feel, but I'm not finna get on social media and talk about it. But I will get on social media and look cool as fuck.
So
Y'all, we
silly.
about to wrap it up. So Tank Johnson, Zeb, I want to give a shout out to a lot of people. Tori, Shadana, LUL, Sumo, Lou Sumo. If I said it right, I apologize. If I said it wrong, I apologize.
What up, the
Gregory Bernard. These are people that I see joined newly today, and I'm trying to get through here. And I want to tell y'all
Pray for
thank
my
you,
face.
Darnell. Thank you so much for your comments
Yes.
and continuing to drive the conversation. I love it. Lorraine Stewart, thank you for joining. Y'all, please tag and share. Tell people about our platform, and y'all come back. Mello, I wanted to leave these last couple of minutes for you to talk about the voting, the show.
All right, y'all. So 105.7 The Phase and my podcast, Let Me Spin Your has been nominated at the Black Only Awards for the best radio station media outlet and the best podcast radio show of the year. So we're gonna be dropping the links. You can vote up to 5 times a day. They also have an option to become a premium voter, and it makes sure that your vote is.
Mello, oh, okay.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. It makes sure that your vote is certified. Your vote is counted for sure when you sign up to become a certified voter. So y'all make sure y'all check out www.blackonlyllc.com. I think that's it. If not, you can check on my page or Amanda's page. But most importantly, y'all, we need y'all to get on there and vote for us. You know, we work hard. We have been through a revamp at the radio station. We have lost some people, but in the process of us losing people, Amanda's show has become the #1 show on 105.7 The Phase. Her numbers have grown and increased. She's the most talked about show on the station. So, you know, shout out to you, Amanda. Shout out to you, Zoe. Shout out to KC that way. Boss Lady Laura started out with us, but she's no longer with us. But shout out to everybody who, you know, really been putting in work at the station, because we really deserve this. So y'all get on there and y'all vote. You can vote 5 times, and that's from each email. If you got, I know y'all got about 20 Gmail accounts.
That's
Go
right.
get on there and vote for each one of them.
That's right.
Yep.
Tank
But you can
Johnson,
vote from the same. But you can vote from the same one too, Mello. Because I voted 4 times today with my same email address.
Yeah, each one you can vote up to 5
Yep.
times with one email address. So you got 20. That's 100 votes.
That's right. That's right. So Tank Johnson, you said when we'll be back again. We are on every Monday at 7:30. So and guys, whatever subject matters y'all want to talk about, you can drop it at any one of our inboxes. Mello, Zoe, myself, Casey, whatever topics y'all want to talk about, we'll talk about it. Just inbox us and we'll talk about it. Zoe, go ahead, and we got a couple. We at 9, but I do want you to talk about what you guys got coming up.
Oh, okay. Great. Thank you so much. My nonprofit, Mothers Divinely Connected, June 28th, we are doing a Fathers Grief Forum. So our nonprofit is specifically geared toward mothers who have experienced the loss of a child. But we try to, throughout the year, touch the entire family, because grief hits the entire family. So this year, Miss Amanda Miller will be a part of our forum, talking about grief and how to deal with grief. So we definitely thank you for that. But get your tickets. The tickets are $25. You can check on my page. We'll put a flyer on Amanda's page on 105.7 The Phase. We'll put it on that page. Milo will post it as well. And it'll show you how to be able to purchase your tickets. But it's guys, women, everybody who's experienced loss. I don't care if it's your mom, your child. Loss is loss. But get you some tools and some resources that can help you move from grief to wholeness. And that's what we're here for. So definitely join us June 28th. The tickets are $25. And again, your very own Amanda Miller and myself will be a part of that event. So even if you just want to come out and see us, how about that? Buy your ticket and come and see us and be a part of something great. We'll definitely appreciate the support.
Thank you, guys. This has been an amazing topic and
Yes.
discussion. Oh, I loved it tonight. Salute to all of you guys. Y'all are the real MVPs. Look forward to seeing you guys next week, Monday. And remember, even though we're on Monday at 7:30, during the week. We're gonna be posting topics. Thinking Tuesday, Winning
Wednesday.
Wednesday, Truth Talk Thursday,
That's right.
and Fun Friday. So see you guys next week, Monday. We should be in studio. Have an amazing week, guys. Bye.